Let me show you how you can achieve the down of this beautiful mermaid. I'll mark out my starting line at the top of this pattern paper, which will also be serving as my waistline. I will mark out all my vertical lines starting from my waist, my hip, my knee line, the actual length of the gown I'm making. I will also mark out additional 8 inches for the flow of the gown because I want the gown to flow. I will connect all of my dots with a straight line. I will divide my hip into 4 and impute on my waist, on my hip, in all of my vertical measurements. I will impute my hip divided by 4 on them and connect with a straight line down to the hem. I will count my waist and impute my waist measurement divided by 4. I already have my hip measurement on the pattern paper, so I will be minusing 2.5 from the hip from my new measurements. On my hip line, I will come up by 1 inch and go down by 1 inch. This will enable me to contour the hip very well to avoid any sharp edge. On my knee line, I will also come up by ½ inch and go down by ½ inch for the purpose of blending very well. I will connect from my waist to the 1 inch I came up from the hip line. I will also connect from the below 1 inch from the hip line to the ½ inch I came up from the knee line. I will blend my hip like so with a curve rule. On the hemline, I'll be adding an additional 8 inches horizontally for the flow of the gown. From the ½ inch I came down from the knee line, I'll be connecting to the 8 inches I added on my hem to form my flay. At this point, I'll be using my pencil to connect the dots together. The reason is that by the time I come up by 1.5 inches at the hem to blend my flay, the inches will be shortened. I have to use pencil for now, and later a new line will be formed. I will also blend my nail with a curve rule to avoid any pointy or any sharp edge. On my hem at the 8 inches I added, I will come up by 1.5 inches to give the flay a nice curve. By the time I come up 1.5 inches, you see that the measurement there right now will not be up to 8 inches initially. I'll have to add it up, and automatically we are going to be having a new line. I think this explains better why I use pencil initially to connect. So I'm connecting to get another line, and I have to erase the first one. I'm using my marker to mark up my new lines for a better view. On the waistline at this side, I'll go down by 0.75, then at the side I'll go up by 0.5. Preferably use a curve rule to connect. The next thing is to cut out all our markings. The reaction on this one will determine if I'm sending the back piece tutorial or not. Thanks for watching. Bye.